or good afternoon, possibly good evening, wherever you happen to be. This is Something Adventurous, and I'm William Pierman. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to make this hand-forged copper coffee scoop. So this is going to be a great one for all you coffee lovers out there like me. It's great to have you here in the shop today, and let's get right to it. We got the forge lit now, and the next step is we're going to need some copper. Safety first. Before we get started on this scoop, I want to talk to you a minute about forging copper. Forging copper can be really tough, but it's a lot of fun. It's a very soft metal. It has a relatively low melting point. You got to really watch it. I've melted a lot of copper and had it drip down the bottom of my forge, and that is not a good day. You don't want molten copper dripping out of your forge. It's not good. It gets hot very quick, and it's very malleable. It's a lot of fun to work with, but you have to be very careful not to burn it or melt it. Right now, I've got this big piece of copper heating up. We're going to punch out a circle with this punch that Kyle and I made from a pipe. All we did was cut a section of pipe out and put a rough edge on one end. Hold this in your pliers, hit the top, and you got yourself a nice little copper spoon blade. Woo! Look at that beautiful cherry red copper. This is about the temperature that I forge it at. If someone knows of a more appropriate temperature, I would be certainly open to the suggestion, but this is about where I forge copper, and it does pretty well for me. So now, we're going to take this, use our hole punch, and punch out a spoon blade. We'll let that heat up just a little more before we punch it. Almost forgot the most important part. Safety. Protect your hands. Spoon blade. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Come on, come on, come on now. Get out. Oh, there. That can be a little finicky. Woo! There it goes. We've got our nice spoon blade over here, and I'm going to retrieve that. It's cut out, but I have it stuck inside the punch. It's very uncool. Aha! Now this, that's warm, okay. Now this is what we want. It's very nice, about a 1/4 inch thick, a piece of copper right here, and that is going to turn into our coffee scoop. Now our piece of copper is to the appropriate diameter that we would like it. So now we're going to use this dishing block, place it in the hardy hole of the anvil, place our piece of copper inside this and hit it with the ball side of a ball peen hammer to give it a rough cup shape. So now we have a roughly cupped coffee scoop. Now that we've got the rough shape of the scoop cupped out with the cupping block, we're going to move on to our smaller cupping hole that I've carved into the surface of my anvil stump. Wow, look at that color. We have one forged coffee scoop. Now that we have the cup portion of the copper scoop forged, now we're ready to move on to the handle. But first, we're going to do a little bit of chemistry. we're going to take borax, which I have here, and a little bit of water, mix them together, and then quench this copper cup in that mixture. I'm not exactly sure what happens, but I do know that when you quench the copper cup in this mixture of borax and water, it'll give it a nice red color, and that's what we're looking for in this scoop. Now we have our scoop quenched in the borax and water solution. It has a nice red color. Later we're going to clean this off a little bit better with the wire wheel, but for now this scoop needs a handle. We're making our handle out of a piece of mild steel. I believe this used to be a fireplace grate. Now it's going to be the beautiful handle of a coffee scoop. We're back now, and we have our handle forged out of mild steel welding stock from your local hardware store, and we have our copper cup of the scoop freshly quenched and ready to be polished. Now this will be attached right here like so. You got to take this, drill a hole right there, take this, drill a hole right there, and then we will attach these and get them all polished up. Now that we have the holes drilled in our cup and our handle, we're going to use this copper connector to rivet our cup to our handle, like so. Snip this hole in. Being oh dear, that's alright. Alright. All we have left to do at this point, you can see we've secured the handle to the scoop with this rivet here. And on the inside, it mushroomed out quite nicely. It'll match the bowl of the scoop, and we can see it's aligned well with the handle. Now, all we have left to do is polish the inside of this bowl. I gotta remember to look at the camera, jeez. To polish the inside of our hand-forged copper coffee scoop, I've found that the easiest way to do this is after it's attached to the handle to use one of these small wire wheels that fit in the end of a drill chuck to polish out all of the oxidation and forge nastiness that is accumulated during the forging process. So we'll put this handy little wire wheel at the end of our drill chuck, and soon we will have a perfectly clean coffee scoop. Thank you all so much for joining me for this build. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned something along the way. I have to apologize because the scoop is obviously finished, but I'm sorry. I failed to take any B-roll or any good videos of me using the scoop because as soon as I finished it, I had to send it off to its new home. A customer on Etsy had purchased it and I didn't get any chances to take any shots of it. So we're definitely gonna have to do another scoop video. And in the future, I'll be sure to get some better shots of me using the scoop. If you'd like to see some shots that I did take of this particular scoop finished, be sure to check out my Instagram. I'll link that in the description below. I'll also put some pictures up right here and here, so you guys could see what it did look like, completely finished, polished, and ready to use. Again, I apologize. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next adventure.